Hi everyone, it's literally the third time I'm trying to make this video. Welcome back to my channel. I wanted to talk about a challenge that I'm going to tackle this week. We have Monday, it's beginning of the week, so it's great time to actually start an experiment. An experiment is quite simple. For the next week, I will limit my access to phone as much as possible. And I've already been thinking through how to do it. So whenever I leave house, I'm not going to take it with me unless it's super necessary. I will only take emergency phone calls, which I don't really get many anyway. And just in case, I have made it black and white so that it's not really appealing to stare at it. And it also reminds me to not do it so much. I have silenced most of my notifications apart from few applications that I use to communicate with my friends. However, I don't know, maybe this phone is listening to me because it actually showed me reports of how much time I've been spending on a phone. And even though it said I've been spending less than, what was it exactly that it said? That I've spent an hour and a half less time on the phone last week than 2 weeks before. So I guess it's a step towards progress. However, it still was a lot. I'm gonna place my information next to me. So as you can see, it's almost like 5 hours, and it's an average for the day. 5 hours a day, it's almost like, it's almost full-time job. Almost, like, let's say full-time job is like 8 hours, but still, 5 hours. So yeah, I haven't been going to gym so much, and I want to come back to that too. I decided to already start today, so the only thing I've done on my phone was to communicate very shortly with a few of my friends. Apart from that, the whole morning until today, until right now, sorry, it's already 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I've been cleaning. I've been cleaning my my room, but not only my room, also like floors and things. I still need to do some cleaning in the kitchen. So I thought, okay, you can do all kinds of things. The plan is to read more, to learn. So the only exception I'm going to make is learning on the online course I signed up. I did sign up for this AI course. I think it's going to be beneficial for me. Even if nothing comes out of it, it's still good to know how things work. So I will be learning in the evenings, and during the day I will spend as much as possible time outside, if weather allows me to. If it doesn't, well, I'm still gonna do that. I will go to the gym, as I mentioned, and yeah, I will leave my phone in a house as much as possible. I actually did that yesterday when I went for a birthday party. I left my phone, and I noticed that, especially on the way back, I got those jolts of energy in my body that told me to reach out for my phone. It was almost like an anxious kind of like feeling. And then I realized I don't have a phone. But it also showed me, hey, there is this program in your head that keeps you, reaching up for your phone and looking at it. And obviously, there is nothing so urgent to stare at it so often. So that's the plan for the next week, and we'll see how it goes. Yeah. Hi everyone, it's day 2. Yesterday was the first day I wasn't really using my phone as much. Actually, I was using it as less as possible, apart from essential things that I do. And it went surprisingly well. I kept myself busy. I realized how much time I had free on my hands, and I did a lot around the house, like a lot. Much more than I would normally do, that's for sure. So I kept myself busy. I did a lot of cleaning, threw out stuff that were cluttering my drawer, things like that. So that was very refreshing to do. I also wasn't really looking at my computer either so much. So I think I only checked my email a few times. That was it. So today I had a Swedish lesson, and right now I'm actually recording this before I go to the gym. But I noticed something in the morning. I saw how automatic my habits are. The alarm clock went off on my phone. I took it in my hands, and before I knew it, I started to scroll something. And then I looked at the phone thinking, why is it black and white? And then I realized, oh, I wasn't supposed to do that. So I left my phone again. I left it alone. I only touched it just to play a meditation on it. But I do have a workaround for that. I found, with all the cleaning I did, I found an old MP3 player. So my idea is to actually make a playlist of meditations on the MP3 player and buy like a very basic headphones with a cable so that I can basically connect it to the MP3 player and use this for my meditation instead. Fun fact, actually when I started Dr. Joe Dispenza work, I would play meditations from MP3 player because I was so addicted to the phone. I had problems to actually talk myself into playing meditation from my phone. So I thought, okay, I need a device that will just play meditations and will not do anything else for me. You know, the problem with the phones we have is that it has so many features, it can do almost everything for you. But at the same time, you also have those applications that basically draw you in and earn on your attention, and the more you watch, the better. Which is kind of ironical because I'm actually making a YouTube video right now. So for me, it would be good if you watched it all the way till the end, but obviously, it would be better if you don't. Anyway, so I realized how much of this strong pull I have within me. I have neural pathways already carved to make me do mindless scrolling, and I never considered myself like super addicted to it, but I guess I have a bigger problem than I expected. If you want to view it as a problem, let's view it as a challenge, Let's keep it more positive. Anyway, the plan for today is to go to gym. Maybe when I come back, I will start learning the course that I bought because I didn't do anything yesterday connected to that, and see how the rest of the day will go along. So far so good. I'm hanging in there. However, yeah, today I started to feel those withdrawal symptoms. I was a bit irritated. I was like a bit restless. I was really looking forward to have my phone in my hand. It's crazy. I mean, I used to not have smartphone for many years actually, So yeah, I think I bought first smartphone when I was like 20 something. Anyway, yeah, I'm experiencing some withdrawals, and meditation definitely helped. I did Blessing of the Energy Center 7 again, harmonizing, and it helped tremendously. So at least the irritation went away for some time. And the idea is to keep myself busy more. Maybe after gym, I do some other things, anything that's not connected to looking at the phone. Yeah, so I promise to keep it short. It's already 5 minutes in for this day, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Hi everyone. So the week is almost over. It's end of Saturday. And I would like to make a small summary of how my challenge to actually reduce the use of my phone as much as possible is going. So it wasn't perfect. I realized it's more difficult than I thought it will be initially. I started off really well. Monday, I barely touched my phone. I did a lot of things that I normally wouldn't do. However, I did manage to reduce the social media and I didn't use so much, short content. I think that's the worst because that actually sucks you in. And that was my issue. I used to consume a lot of short term content. Definitely, things that I've noticed. First of all, I am more relaxed, less stressed. I spent more time in nature, more time outside, and I also started to read more, much more than previously. And I think I will continue with reducing my phone use as much as possible. The only time I'm actually using my phone is when I'm connecting with my friends, and usually I do some FaceTime with them. And also, I use my phone to convey lessons. I'm right now teaching few people Polish, so I'm using computer actually more for that. But still, it's a screen time. So definitely, my use of technology has become more productive than before. I waste less time staring at any type of social media content. I'm actually pretty proud of myself because I really reduced it a lot. Now, the only thing that I didn't exclude Netflix, and sometimes at the end of the day, I would watch a movie, but I don't go for any kind of binge watching of series. Used to do that too. Not so much these days, but it would happen from time to time that I would discover some sort of show that I would like and I would binge watch it. What I notice is that when you reduce your exposure to news, social media, you not only reduce your stress levels, you feel more relaxed, but also your intuition somehow becomes sharper. And ultimately, I think it will help me to reconnect with my own guiding system. Nothing is definite as of now. Everything seems quite fluid right now, so I don't know where my life is gonna go. I don't know if I'm gonna get another day job. Probably yes, but ultimately, I would like to create something. I noticed that I became more creative. I did few things for people to help them with their business, including my fiance. I actually learned how to do an advertisement in Canva, so I did that for him. And slowly but surely, I start to learn new stuff. So ultimately, I think we waste way too much time being drawn into that social media content, and we get nothing out of it apart from dopamine hits. And it's highly addictive. And there are other things you can use to make your life more enjoyable. You can go out to nature, you can go for a walk, you can do some sport instead, you can read a really nice book that may inspire you to do something, to try something new in your life. Also, I noticed that when I go to the gym without a phone, I'm basically feeling a little bit like an alien in a way, because everywhere I looked, I didn't see one single person that wasn't connected to the phone. People have them next to themselves or in hands all the time, and I really look at people now, and I can see that as a society we are very dependent on the technology, and we do not even allow ourselves a time away from the device. And it kind of worries me. I've been doing the same for years, and now I see that maybe it's not really that healthy to do it this way. How about exercising without that? And I noticed that before, when I would go to the gym, to do my regular training would take me even up to 2 hours, even though I wasn't exercising entire 2 hours, right? And now when I don't take my phone, the time I need to do the same regimen reduced significantly. I can do it in an hour and like 15 minutes, and I'm good to go. And I think it's because I don't have distraction. I don't have the phone with me to pull away my attention from my training. So I just rest as much as I need, and then I just continue to the next repetitions of the same exercise or to another exercise that I have planned. So definitely not having my phone with me during the training makes the whole experience more efficient when it comes to the time. I highly recommend to do a certain detox for yourself. You don't need to attempt to do entire week. Definitely, maybe you could decide not to take your phone with you to the gym if you go to the gym, or maybe just leave your phone when you go for a walk, or maybe just don't take a phone when you meet one of your friends in a city for lunch. Just connect with someone without having that device and see how it feels to actually release yourself from using the device all the time. Also, one other thing that I've noticed, I think I mentioned the intuition, but today I was like, I went for a walk and I had a conviction that I'm gonna meet someone I know on that walk. And I wasn't arranging this at all. And I was right. I don't know how I was right, but I was right. As I was coming back from the place I was walking, I met my hairdresser, and it ended up I realized that she was actually living next to the place I was planning to visit. So I guess that's the intuition. That's like this knowing, the gut feeling. So I think when you disconnect from technology, you start to have greater gut feeling as well. It's a possibility for sure. So if you find that video helpful, like and subscribe, and I see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.